Most starting freelancers charge way too low. And obviously, like, that as a freelancer, you're not under the same conditions as someone who has a regular job. You know that when you're charging, let's say, $20, for example, per hour, well, while if you were working at a regular job, every single hour you work, you would get paid $20. As a freelancer, you have other things to take into account. You have to take into account the fact that if you have to find your own clients, you're not getting paid while you're searching for clients. So if you're charging $20 an hour, for example, and 1/4 of the hours you spend freelancing are spent trying to find clients, well, technically, if you count all the hours that you're working that you're not getting paid, you're getting paid on an average of $15 per hour. And this is straightforward. Most freelancers know this. And the problem is when you're asking yourself, how much should I charge? Most freelancers approach it completely the wrong way. They estimate how much time they expect they're going to be taking to find clients, and then they're asking themselves, oh, okay, I feel I deserve to be paid $20 an hour, so how much should I charge for the net amount of money that I get for every hour of my work to be $20? For example, like in that case, to get $20 an hour net, you probably need to get paid $28. Okay? And that's completely the wrong way of looking at things. Okay? The thing is, yes, while technically this might look like a lot of money, okay? Yes, technically, if you could work 40 hours a week and make that amount of money, you would be well off. The problem is, you could get paid a lot more than that, okay? And the mistake you're making is that you feel like this is what you deserve, and because of that, you fail to ask for more. You fail to ask for what you could get. Don't ask for what you feel you deserve. Ask for what the market actually is willing to pay for your work. It's like you're having let's say, an old video game that you have in your collection. You want to sell it, and it's worth $100 now. Don't sell it for $30 because you don't think it's that good of a game. Sell it for what people are willing to pay for it. Sell it for like maybe $95, $90, a price where you know you'll get the value you deserve for your old video game. Not what you need to understand is that how you perceive the value of your work is not the same as how your clients perceive the value of your work. Here's how most people see their job. There's their boss, and then there's them. There's you. Okay? Your boss pays you, maybe your job, maybe you used to get paid $15 per hour. Okay? Your boss used to pay you that. Now you start freelancing, and here's you, and here's your client. You think, because you've been paid $15 an hour, that your work is probably worth $15 an hour. Right? Well, here's the thing you're not considering. Your client is not your boss. Actually, the reality is you are getting paid $15 an hour, but the client who hired your boss and your company to make that website probably paid something like $30 an hour. Now, imagine the boss doesn't exist anymore, because freelancing is not this model, it is this model, but the boss is removed from the equation. So if the boss isn't there and the client is used to paying $30 an hour and you ask them for 15, are they going to say yes? Of course. But the problem is, if you had asked for 30, you would have had 30, because clients are already used to paying $30 an hour for that kind of service in that situation. Freelancing is not replacing your boss with a client to get the same conditions. It is about getting rid of your boss so you get the benefits of being the boss. And one thing that you need to understand is that most web developers are really not getting paid much compared to how much their boss actually gets paid for their work. Web development is one of the most valuable skills on the market. People pay tremendous amounts of money for that. If you want proofs of this, in the description below, I'm going to share with you 2 links. Okay, one of these links is going to give you like something like 4 pages, I think, each containing 12 agencies in my province of Quebec, where they're charging like $50,000 per website. And I'm also going to share with you another link that will share with you, I think, something like 10 or 15 pages, each containing around 12 different agencies that are each charging over $10,000 per website. But here's the thing. If you think, if I make a website, it's going to take me about 30 hours, and let's say I'm going to charge $30 an hour because it feels big, coming from a job, it feels big to get paid $30 an hour because most people get paid shit. Let's be honest with that. Like, if you're working at a gas station or like most jobs that aren't high value, you're going to get paid not a lot of money because you're not creating a lot of value. 30 hours at $30 an hour, that's $900. If you charge $900, people are going to say yes. Same situation as before. But how much do people really pay for websites usually? It depends on the website. But entry-level websites are about $2,000, not $900. And and $2,000. By that I mean, so technically, if you are selling the simplest, most basic types of websites, okay, at $900. You're selling them at less than half the price that clients usually pay for that. And when I'm saying you should charge $65 an hour, it's simply because that's what the basic websites you're going to make at the beginning of your freelance career are worth. $65 an hour at 30 hours amounts to $1,950. It's about $2,000. It feels big. It looks like a completely huge amount. It looks like something that almost feels too good to be true. And I understand that. I understand that you're looking at this number and you're feeling, do I really deserve this? Can I really get people to pay me this amount of money? Well, guess what? They're already paying that amount of money to your boss if you're making these websites. That's already what they're paying. The question you have to ask yourself is, will you let yourself ask for what you're worth? Ask for what you deserve. Most people end up living lives where they're just like working like hell, spending most of their time in an office, like just working at a job they hate, and they have like almost no money to pay for their house, their car, their vacation. They have like almost no money to go on vacation. If you want to travel, if you want to do all these things, and you charge however much like you would get in a normal job, you will get as much financial trouble, as little money left to do your travels and buy all the things that you want in life as someone who has a regular job. And in the meantime, your boss is taking a big share of every hour you're working that your client is paying, and he gets to go on all these vacations that you can't go on but wish you could. All your life, you have been stuck in jobs that didn't allow you to pay for all the things that you wanted, that didn't allow you to live all the travels you wanted to live, that didn't allow you to do that because there's always been a boss that's been taking a big chunk of all the revenue that the client had been paying so that he can go travel, so that he can have the life he wants, so that he can buy his good car, so that he can buy his good house. And at the end, you're just left with an amount of money that doesn't let you do half of what he does. So now you're freelancing, The boss isn't there anymore. There's no one shackling you to a level of comfort, level of income that is not satisfying all your needs and desires. No one is making you stuck anymore other than yourself. You can choose to charge $30 an hour because that's what you feel like you are worth, or you can choose to charge what you actually deserve. And you're not worth $30 an hour. That's just what you've been conditioned to be happy with because you have bosses who want to be traveling, who want to make money off of your back and have been convincing you that this is good, because if you think that this is not high enough, you're not going to work for them. You're going to want more. And the more you want, the less they have left in their pockets. Allow yourself to charge what you deserve. And be comfortable with charging a lot of money, because at first, you're maybe going to charge $2,000 for a website. That's going to be your first few projects. That's starting out. But $2,000, that's the price of entry-level websites. That's not the price of the biggest, the best websites. You're a beginner. It's normal that you start by charging a little amount of money. But you should definitely not charge below $2,000 for a complete website if you do everything. And you should not expect that this is the amount of money you'll be making at the end of your career. You're going to get better over time. So logically, as you get better, you should get paid more. As you get better, more people will want to work with you and people will want to pay more for your services because you're better. So over time, the amount of money that you will be able to charge for your websites will be a lot higher. And again, in the description below, I'll be sharing with you something like 100 or something agencies in my area who are charging over $10,000 for a website. Just be comfortable with that. Understand that you're a web developer. You have one of the jobs that delivers the most value in the marketplace. There are businesses that pay tens of thousands of dollars for websites because they have so many customers, so many people stumbling on their website, and they're making so many sales due to their website that it's actually bringing them tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit. They can afford to pay that. It's an investment, and they get a lot more than what they spend. If you're really good, you should expect that within a couple of years, you will be charging $10,000 for a website. $10,000, 5 times more than right now, because that's what people are willing to pay for really experts in our field. Get comfortable with paying a lot of money. And trust me, $2,000, $65 an hour is not that much money for freelancers. Okay? It is more than what you're used to get paid. Yeah, but truth is, the reason it is more than what you're used to getting paid, but you don't have a job anymore. You don't have a boss taking half of your revenue. It's normal that you make more money than before because there's no one sucking away your revenue. You don't have a fucking money vampire just taking all of your energy, all your time, and half of your fucking money. And if it can help you just see that this is not a lot of money, okay? It is considerably more than what you're used to making, but yeah, technically, it's not like you're working at $65 an hour. You're technically spending hours that you're not getting paid, so maybe, I don't know, it's probably around $50-something an hour. Still very good, but if it can help you see that number as not being so big that you don't feel you deserve it, you can tell yourself that. But get comfortable with asking more money than you feel you deserve, or spend time understanding that you deserve more money than you actually do, because now you are one of the members of one of the most value creating jobs on the market, and the amount of value that web developers who are really good are offering on the market is incredibly big. We're talking the same level of value that a doctor or lawyer is providing. Think most, you need to understand this, most college jobs, imagine you're maybe you're a dentist assistants who clean teeth. Think about it. Yeah, technically there's a lot of people who are going to pay a lot of money to be in the dentist's office for this person to clean their teeth. But how many people can they clean their teeth per day? How many hours a week can they be cleaning teeth? They will be bringing a few hundreds or maybe about $1,000 in profit to their company per day. But the thing is, they are limited by the amount of time that they have. You, on the other hand, you are creating a product, a website that could potentially be seen by millions of people. A website, it doesn't matter, like you build it, you spend 30 hours building it, okay? Think about that person who cleans teeth. They spend 30 hours, no matter how many times they spend 30 hours, it's still gonna get seen by the same amount of people, roughly. But if you spend 30 hours with the right clients and you make it really well, you could have a website that's gonna be seen by hundreds of thousands of people and who are going to buy products, and you can bring so much revenue to a company, it's insane. And the reason for that is that you're creating digital products that can be copied and redelivered to infinity. And companies are willing to pay a lot for these kind of websites because, hey, they pay $30,000 once and they can reuse that website to show it to hundreds of thousands of people so that they buy their product. The amount of value you can bring to a company is fucking insane. Like if you help a company make $100,000 more this year, do you really deserve only $900? If you brought $100,000 in value, do you really only deserve $900? I don't think so. I think we deserve more than that. And the day you're going to be able to bring a company $100,000 in revenue due to your website, that's when you definitely deserve to get paid $10,000. I don't care if it's a lot more than most people in your family, in your area are making. That's what you deserve. That's the value you're bringing. Get comfortable with asking more money. And honestly, if you're just starting out and you really aren't comfortable with $65 an hour, you can go below that, okay? But don't go below $45 an hour. That's my recommendation. Below that, I mean, I don't know why any business would take you seriously, because you're technically charging a lot less than you should for your websites. Remember, websites are between $2,000 and $50,000 sometimes. So $45 an hour, that means you're going to be charging around $1,400, I think, or something like that. A lot less than you should. Also, take into account the fact that you have hours that you are not getting paid, the fact that you might be spending a week or two without clients sometimes. If you're wondering, like, how can someone charge this when there are people who are offering to work for way less than that on Upwork? Well, it's actually very simple. Most of your clients you're going to be working with don't even know Upwork exists. Okay? One mistake you're making is that you're assuming that your clients are like you, but your clients are not like you. You're a tech guy. You're a computer guy. You're a web developer. We're web developers. Our clients, like most clients I'm contacting and trying to work with, they're construction companies that are working locally. Like most of my clients most of the people that I'm actually contacting are like 45 to 60 years old. Like they're not computer guys. They don't even know, most of them, what WordPress is. Are they going to really approach people on Upwork to get a website? No. Like they're occupied. They have so many other things on their mind than the internet, than computers and their website, that oftentimes you're going to see that most of these companies, a lot of them don't even have websites. A lot of them, like, they have old websites that haven't been updated since 2009. When you come offer them your services, they're not going to be thinking about, hey, could I find someone on Upwork who could do this for me? And even the companies who know what Upwork is, the companies who are who know more about tech, like a lot of them, they're making a lot of money. And the kind of companies that are going to go on Upwork generally are clients who want cheap work, who want to get the cheapest freelancer possible for the job, or at least find someone easily when they're trying to find a skill set that's pretty rare. But big companies who are making a lot of money, they're rarely looking to get the cheapest person possible to do the job. They want to get the best solution possible. And the best solution possible is generally to hire a guy who they know is competent and who they're willing to pay more money for because they know they're going to get a better result. Upwork is not stealing your clients. And the clients that Upwork might be stealing from you are the types of clients that you probably wouldn't want to be working with anyway. The kind of clients who are really greedy and really don't want to pay a lot of money and who are probably going to go out of business in a couple of years because they don't see the value in good work. They only see the value in saving money in the short term by hiring for cheaper than they should. And thankfully, most businesses aren't that way. You have no idea how many businesses still in 2021 who don't have a website, don't really know a lot about tech. Like, if you check construction companies in your area, like, you're gonna find so many of them. You're gonna be amazed at how little they know about technology, how little time and effort they have spent in making sure their online presence and making sure that they're using social media, websites, all of these things correctly. You'll be amazed at how little they do that. And go check that out. It's gonna blow your fucking mind. You shouldn't assume that most people are like you. You are exceptional. You're a web developer. Most people are definitely not nearly as into tech and internet stuff as you are. With that said, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit the like button. That's gonna help me, honestly. Like, if I helped you, please do this for me. I'd appreciate. And subscribe if you want to see more content like this. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be sharing with you the fundamentals of freelancing. I'm going to be sharing with you how to make proposals and how to actually get clients. If you want to see that, if you want to know how to do that correctly, subscribe. I'm going to be sharing that with you in the next couple of weeks. With that said, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Take care.